Okay, are we on? Oh, welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course you know where we are. We're Quirky Minds Media, and of course James Kelly is the producer of Vegas Live with Ninon, and I have Rita Lim with me. How are you?
Hi, Ninon. I'm good.
And your better half.
Yes.
It's very kind.
David Siegel.
Thank you. I love it when they give the names for me. David, I just saw you, David,
Yes, ma'am.
Saturday. No, Friday.
Right.
Friday night with Michael
Mike Leonetti.
Lunetti.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks for coming out.
That was the first time I was there because I had him on my show and he invited us out there.
Got a front row seat.
I know, front row. And he was crooning to me the whole. It was really
Yeah,
cool.
I think so, yeah.
He was having a good time, and I was having a good time.
Always.
But it was fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But back to you.
Yes.
Now, all I'm saying lately, I mean, I remember you from way back. We're going back about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, probably.
About that,
Yeah.
when you were downtown.
Yes, one of the venues that I work.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you were obviously singing and everything else. We were having some fun times. Now, all of a sudden, in the last couple of years, even though we've had the pandemic, and before that, your name kept popping up. And it's amazing because you have put yourself out there that not many people do. And David, I think you've also put your name out there as a couple. You are a couple.
Yeah, we are a couple.
You are a couple.
Yeah.
But you've both put your name. Now, I know how much work goes into that. Has it paid off?
Well, for me, yeah. For Dave, he has his name. Dave is actually a world-class producer. He's actually known. He produced so many
David
wonderful
Siegel,
records.
I remember the name.
And,
in this town, I only have a name because I work with Rita Lim. Because she has a name.
Well, we're just working musicians.
I think you help each other, though. I think it
be.
goes hand in hand,
Yeah.
helping each other. But Rita, how did you sort of get all this sort of...
I've been performing along.
You changed.
Really, have I?
Well, I mean, change in getting yourself out there. In other words,
I actually always been, but you know, I think because lately I always been putting myself a lot on social media, like the way you do, because you know, if I don't promote myself, no one is helping me. So a lot of time I have to help myself and do all of that,
Yes.
and it has paid off, you know, by.
but keeping your name out there.
I think most importantly, just connect, and it's just like with any business. You just have to. Keep the relationship with people.
Is it really how much you want it?
Yeah, of
You know, I've
course.
often looked at people, and sometimes, you know, they really don't, they want it really, really badly, but they don't really do anything about it. And I've noticed that a lot in this town. The reason I've noticed is because I've had a lot of people, as everybody knows, I've been doing this show for 6 years now. And
I watch it all the time.
oh, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I love reading my friends. But I put myself out there. But I do a 10, 15-minute interview with these people. And I think, why don't they use it and put it out there? Why don't they, you know, use this thing, cut it up a little bit and throw this out and throw that out and sort of, you know, do something with it? Because that's the idea of my show, is to help them. Right, David?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How have you managed to stay, you know, obviously what you do well, and I know that. Most people know that.
What can I say?
But how did you get there? How did you stop that?
No, I think I would say in conjunction with Rita, I see all the hours she puts into the social media aspect of it in terms of communicating with her fans and getting back to them, answering questions, reassuring them about things. But it's a combination of that. You know, you can't just be home online. We're out all the time. We're seeing what's going on. We're meeting with our friends and our peers that are working, and they're musicians and the people hiring them. And you know, I think all that goes hand in hand. You got to be out and about, and then you got to be at home following it up.
Sure. And doing it. I mean, I'm up to probably 1 o'clock every night. And I find the evenings are the easiest time to get stuff out, as much as I can. Though I've got now...
It is full time.
It is full time, because now I've got 4 shows actually. I've got another show. I've got another show called Ninon Speaks. We just won I don't know how many awards. We just won
Wow,
five awards from Pine Studios in London.
Congratulations, wow.
We won
Congratulations.
4 or 2 or 3 or 4 awards here for the Vegas Live something,
Yeah.
and then I'm up for another award in October. I don't know where all this
great.
suddenly came from, but
Well deserved. You've been,
It pays off. It pays off.
but it's because of being out there all the time
Yeah.
and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
And you promote everybody. You promote
Well, that's
everybody
the
in
idea.
business.
My whole idea is promoting them. I can do that. You know, people sometimes say to me, well, you won't really know those people. They haven't really been on your show, and then you talk about them, and you have a photograph taken. And I say, well, why not?
Right.
Why not? Why not promote them? Why not
I believe in
help them?
paid forward, so I get it.
Yeah, you understand that. I know. What is your move? You're going somewhere, so you're making this move. What is in your mind where you want to be?
You
You
know,
want to be
I used
Caesar's
to-
Palace on top stage?
I don't even know what to say. I maybe 10 years ago I used to have a goal and have all that. Right now I just kind of go with the flow. I listen to the universe, what doors open for me, and it's been very fortunate that since we're together,
Yeah.
even though of course we have to go and knock on doors, but some door doesn't open, but I just trust my
Well,
intuition.
go to the next one. It'll
What
open.
doors open, and then I think the only thing that you have to have as an artist, you need to really stay positive at all time, because not everybody's going to welcome you, and a lot of
No.
time being Asian American, I have to work harder. So I always
Oh,
have to,
hang on a second.
yeah.
I didn't know that would come up.
Well, I'm going to say it out there. I have to work harder.
Do you know why I said I'm making it more? I want to make it more
Yeah.
positive. Is because you do not have much about Asian Americans at all in anything.
Exactly.
In anything.
Good point.
We
Good
talk
point.
about, and I've been to Hong Kong, and I've been. You're Japanese.
Born in LA, but Chinese American.
Chinese American. Okay. So, and you don't, because I know that the Chinese heritage, or the Asian heritage, probably
Yes.
is a bit more correct, they're very quiet.
We are
Very quiet. You don't make waves. You're very quiet.
I should see her at home.
We're going to
No,
take
the
that right back.
The Asian
right,
culture
Davis.
is all about looking good in the public. I mean, we always
Yes.
at home we talk about.
Now, is that kind of a cover up, or is
No,
what is
no,
that?
we
That's
are.
how you're trained.
Our culture is all about being a respectful being. I'm just teasing about
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but we're more of
Respecting other people.
respecting elders, other people, and
That's how you're
we're-
brought up, though, aren't you?
Yes, our culture is about humbleness, because majority of the Asian cultures, we have different kind of Asians in the Asian cultures, but it basically came from a Buddhist background foundation.
Yes.
So a lot of time that was being taught as a young kid, that it's emphasized on humbleness and gratitude. It's very important in my culture.
So if somebody turns you down, or somebody sort of doesn't really sort of take you in as you had hoped, how do you feel?
Oh, it hurt. I'm actually
hurts.
licking my wound quite often, but the only thing about
See, we never hear about this.
In order for you to succeed, and this is my mantra, is when you lick, you can quietly lick your wound, and then you just have to constantly on it again and be strong and put on a smile. It's very important.
And that's what you've done.
That's all I've done all my life.
Well, don't worry about it, because not everybody likes me
Yeah.
either. I mean, I can assure
Oh, that's impossible.
I do have quite a nice reputation out there, but there are a few people out there that, you know.
Oh.
I'm quite lucky though that this town, I must admit, I don't want to sound like so negative. Actually, I'm
Right.
very fortunate that I have been embraced in this city thanks to the Italian American community and the Jewish American community. They're all.
But I think that's because of your personality. I think that's because of how you've perceived people and how you understand them.
Yeah.
Although sometimes you might have to take a couple of steps back.
Yeah.
I think that you take a couple of steps back, but then you probably take 10 forward, because you understand the
yeah.
situation and you know your position in life, because that's how you were brought
Correct.
up as a little girl. So you've always got that position that you guard all the time.
Yeah.
But also because of your personality and what you want, you keep marching forward.
Yeah, I've always been a go-getter all my life.
What
She
made
works
you
very
think-
hard. You know?
Yeah, I know
I've
she
seen
does.
her work twice as hard for things, very much the time. I mean, but it pays off, and it's worth
It
the
has.
effort,
It
because
took
you
me
also
only,
learn.
It
and-
only took me 10 years
So you took your
to
10.
get there.
that's okay because I've been doing this show for 6 years.
No, but I would say that Vegas has been very kind to me. I don't want to make it sound like everybody's been very welcoming, and I'm very fortunate.
Well, I
to be
think
in the
that's
city.
because of your personality,
Thank you.
because your persuasion, and because what you actually want. What you want to do. Where are you performing now?
I am currently, if I list the whole thing, every Sunday I have a residency at the Tuscany Hotel and Casino, and every Monday I'm at a place called Prosecco, which is in Henderson. It's a nice Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And on
I think, really, is that off Flamingo?
no, it's on Eastern and Pebble.
I know where it is.
Right.
Yes.
And currently every Wednesday I'm at my mother's house where you've been with my.
Are you there every
and every Wednesday?
It's a nice evening. Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
Oh, it must. And you play there.
And,
Yeah, it's just the two of us.
Do
It's
you
cozy
play?
and
Oh, it's
good.
just the two of you for the whole.
Right.
there,
Well,
yes.
lovely.
And then where else? Oh, so I have a new residency coming up at the new rebrand image of the old Chianti. Now it's called Dasha Chianti. I'm going to be
Oh, the
part of
Chianti.
their-
Yeah, that all changed,
Yes, but
didn't
now
it?
I'm going to be the one who's in charge with taking care of the entertainment. So I'm going to be there every Thursday.
Okay.
And start in September, probably Thursday and Friday too.
Is it still the same owners or
Yeah,
different owners?
it's the same owner, but she hired the whole new team, PR, the new chef, the whole new management company to try to rebranding themselves, and I'm very lucky that it chose me to be the image of the place. So I'm very thankful for it.
It wasn't and Garrett.
Before now, I'm gonna be on the starting this coming Thursday.
This coming Thursday,
yeah.
you're starting, and are you going to be with this,
Yes, ma'am.
David? You're going to be with that as well.
As long as
Do
she'll
you
have
do-
me.
Do you do a lot of your stuff together? It seems like you
Yeah.
like that.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything. So you're like a team together
We
out there.
are,
So
but Dave actually, because what he does, he's very well in-demand musician.
Oh, very much
the whole
so.
I
country.
still freelance.
Across the
but
country, so
Yeah.
he a lot of time he will be working with a lot of people too. But then he managed to have time to work with me, luckily. But sometimes, if some other people that really come up
you'll
with
let him go.
yeah, I'll let him go for a
You'll let
second.
him go.
Well, because Dave, because he is
fill out a
so
form and get permission.
he's so demanding the whole country, not just only in Vegas, in Miami, Los Angeles, everywhere. You know,
So what
he's,
made you so famous?
What made me? I mean,
What made
just
you
look at me.
Yeah.
I
love it.
And he's not good about talking about himself, so maybe
I know that.
think it's the hair color. I think
I
it's got
know.
a lot
No,
to do with it.
allow
I
me.
think it's. Do you know what I think it is? It's that I'm sitting at this restaurant, my mother's house.
Yes.
Okay, and I've got you right opposite me. And,
That's right.
And
You couldn't escape it.
I
Right.
couldn't. No, I couldn't. But his personality, and when you you say look up, and you've got this lovely smile, and he brings
thank you.
you bring
Yes, he does.
you bring in. Well, you bring the audience into the band.
It's the most important part.
Yes,
Yeah, I
and
think
it's
so.
sort of you feel part of it, and you feel
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is really
That's
cool.
a
And
great
it was
way to
so
put it.
cool. It was so cool, and I think because obviously your talent is amazing.
Well, I
Your
appreciate
talent,
it.
Yeah, it's good.
I
So
do
it's
my best.
sort of-
Well, Dave is very, if you may allow me, if I get a few
I want you to
minutes.
say as much as you like about
No,
David. Cool.
David is, when I first met him, he is one of the most humble musicians
He is humble. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
You,
I'm the most humble.
You
okay?
shush right now. Let me talk. I'm gonna take time.
Always goes over.
He's
always.
not quite so humble.
We don't have a lot
but that's
of we don't
okay.
have a lot of time, so I want to talk about you. So you
We'll
shush.
never have enough time.
There'll never be enough time. Never, Rita.
No, I want to mention only because David is a world-class musician who's actually he composed many songs on the Billboard for Celine Dion, for Enrique Iglesias, for T.I., two number one hits in the world, and he's on tour with Arturo Sandoval, with Casey and the
What were
Sunshine
the
Band.
what were the name of the hits?
I've had a couple number one songs, that I did as a team with producers
of
and
course,
artists,
yes,
but
But
a
you
song
were-
called Whatever You Like for a rap artist named T.I. This was many years ago. And then another song called Kiss Me Through the Phone for a rap artist named Soulja Boy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was actually number one on the rhythmic pop charts. Whatever You Like was number one on the pop charts. We kind of that team. I feel like we kind of jump started a certain urban pop sound that became popular, which now pop is the urban sound. But we kind of crossed over. But yeah, I had a lucky run working with a lot of pop artists, and Latin
Before
pop
we met.
artists,
Before we
urban
met.
pop artists.
There's nothing lucky about
And
it.
a
believe
few
me.
random touring with some jazz artists, Latin jazz artists, pop artists. I just ended up landing in Vegas, fortuitously. met together on a
Well,
gig. And
it's all planned. I want him to be my sugar daddy, so I end up having
So
him.
you've got to.
unfortunately, that was my plan too.
Oh, with your plan, so you're supporting each other, right?
Work that out again.
That's Vegas for you. If one isn't supporting you, the other isn't. If neither one are, they're both doing it
since
together.
he bought all this, I mean, like he totally worked. But we met. Sort of what I'm getting to the point only because he's such a world class musician, but then
Yes.
he's willing to do a lot of local stuff anywhere he moved to. So he happened to move to Vegas, and we met at the Tuscany. So I owe a lot at the Tuscany
Yeah,
Hotel.
really,
The Tuscany has brought me so many wonderful things. I wanted to give a little shout out to the owner, Mr. Brett Hears, and entertainment director Charlene Cassina, who actually supporting live music all these years, and especially
Yes.
during the pandemic, they
Yeah.
kept us going
They
the
did.
whole time.
They put a big thing up, and they still let the singers come in. And they were one of the first, if the only ones out there
exactly.
actually for a long time.
I have a lot of my gratitude to them.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So you've got all. So you're actually nearly booked every single day.
Every day, actually.
Every
right
day.
now, currently, I only have Tuesday off most of the times right now.
And if you're booked, David, right? The two of you.
Yeah.
know, unless you have to go out of town or do something else, which you'll
Right.
probably avoid.
Yeah, I really haven't been out of town in a while. Since the pandemic, things have changed.
Well, luckily,
and
a lot
we've
of
been lucky
my
in town to,
luckily a lot of my except Sunday are early shift kind of gigs. So he actually late at night he get to work with my friend headliner Sky Miles,
Oh, great!
and also
right.
on Friday and Saturday he's with Michael Leonetti. On,
Absolutely,
mostly,
and if you
with
haven't
so many
been to
people,
Michael
many
Leonetti's
amazing-
restaurant, which is called the
Right.
Mother's House, and it's out by, I guess, is it Summerland or out
Sun
that way?
City,
Sun City,
technically,
Sun City. This is a place in a shopping centre that you would not expect,
Yeah.
and I was there with my girlfriend, and it was amazing. And of course, Michael Leonetti, he moves like he's 20 years old. This guy, absolutely amazing. He
Yeah.
has a natural born talent.
Yeah.
He just does it.
He's like an Elvis.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
just shakes the legs and everything.
Yeah.
Everything kind of everything moves, and it's like. But you've got to go there. Absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And of course, Tuscany's got to come.
That's
and
going to
see
be
you.
Sunday, and I
Every
actually
Sunday.
have if this one on air, I'm actually having a tribute to the Carpenter shows actually at the Vegas Nevada Room. The Vegas Nevada Room on August 31st. So,
August 31st. The Carpenters are
and
going
a
to
lot
be
of
there.
my,
You're going
I'm
to
going
be
there
there.
as my own show that they produce, and we have starring all of my great headliner friends in town, like Ashley Fuller, Naomi Morrow, Linda Woodson, Robin Vincent. So these are all well-known Vegas
She's giving
singers.
all. I love you. Any more names that we can help out there?
Yeah.
All those names. I love to help all those people out.
Yeah.
They're absolutely amazing. How can anybody reach you?
myname.com, www.ritalim.com.
That's
Thank
it.
you. And I'm
So
on
just
every-
remember Rita Lim.
Yes.
And how about you? How can they reach you, David?
I'm just practically unreachable.
Through
No,
me.
the thing is, you go to her.
So this is a team builder right here.
Through me.
And David is going to say,
It's myname.com, which is www.myname. No.
Just so you can reach him through me.
I like everything through
I'm his
you.
assistant.
Absolutely wonderful. Well,
boy.
thank you both for
Ninon,
coming
thank
on.
you.
It's
Having us.
amazing.
Lovely.
I love to
Thank
hear
you.
what's going on out there, the talent,
I appreciate
and
you
how
do
you
what
have
you do.
succeeded.
Thank
I've
you
watched
so
you.
much.
I've watched this young lady for many years, and in the last year and a half, even with the pandemic, I keep seeing her name, and I see an ad, and I see this. So you're doing it, Rita.
Thank you,
You're absolutely
Ninon.
amazing.
Thanks so
Very
much.
kind.
Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be right back with our next guest. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.